disposizione con il numero 1 Vannucchi, con il numero 5 Sadotti, con il numero 6 Viglius, con il numero 7 Staggiali, con il numero 9 Tarantino, con il numero 19 Trapani, con il numero 21 Devi, con il numero 24 Drasti, con il numero 25 Elia, con il numero 28 Bertolini, con il numero 31 Scuderi. La formazione per il Sassuolo, con il numero 1 Alessandro Spacchetti, con il numero 3 Tommaso Bertolini, con il numero 4 Tommaso Martini, con il numero 7 Borna Nazaric, con il numero 10 Giuseppe Eri Leone, con il numero 13 Sanosi Davian, con il numero 18 Enel Lopez, con il numero 21 Kevin Bruno, con il numero 64 Francesco Corradini, con il numero 70 Alessandro Cardaccio, con il numero 99 Claudio Parlato. Allenatore Emiliano Vigito. A disposizione con il numero 75 Viganò, con il numero 2 Benvenuti, con il numero 5 Vitotto, con il numero 9 Morano, con il numero 11 Dennis Mario Sandro, con il numero 15 Thomas Weiss, con il numero 23 Leo Tomsa, con il numero 36 Vinta, con il numero 44 Mussini, con il numero 76 Barani, con il numero 90 Vedovato.
Prominenza da freddo. Per favore.
Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to our live coverage of the Supercoppa Primavera. You join us for live action from the Mapei Stadium with an opportunity for either Sassuolo or Fiorentina to walk away with the title at the end of this match, the 21st edition of the Supercoppa Primavera. Emiliano Picicca and Daniele Galoppa, the two head coaches for this one, as their teams go head to head. Always a chance to see the stars of tomorrow and perhaps even the stars of today. Who to take over from Lecce? That is one of the big questions in this game. Fiorentina, who are the joint most winners of the Supercoppa Primavera alongside Juventus and Roma. All three of those clubs have won it 3 times. An opportunity for either Sassuolo or Fiorentina to take over from Roma, the last winners in 2023. Fiorentina won this competition last in 2022, having done wins in back-to-back seasons. The teams of officials for this game here. The referees ready to take charge of the match in style. Whereas the Fiorentina youngsters will be looking to do something that their club time and time again has managed to do with conviction and with authority, which is produce big players, produce players that go on to compete at the highest level. Sassuolo, who endured a nightmare season last campaign and who started the new Serie B season slowly, will be looking to their youngsters to provide them with a little bit of joy at the start of this 2024-2025 campaign. Sassuolo's head coach there, and now the Fiorentina captain for this game, Jevoli, to take charge of the players on the pitch. Baroncelli, the centre-back, looking to do something important alongside Daniele Galoppa. The 21st edition of the Supercoppa Primavera gets underway here at the Mapei Stadium in Emilia-Romagna. And it is Fiorentina who take on Sassuolo. Sassuolo playing at home, but Sassuolo, who were almost caught out early on. Fiorentina, 3-time winners of this competition. Twice they reached a final as well, with a team that for many years dominated the youth sectors of Italian football. Finalists in 2019 and 2020, before eventually winning back-to-back titles in 2021 and 2022. Roma put a stop to that run by winning the 2023 edition against Lecce 1-0 in favour of Roma. Sassuolo, meanwhile, have never won this competition and have never even reached the final. Sassuolo, who were Italian champions of the Primavera in 2023-2024. Fiorentina winners of the Primavera Team Cup. Both sets of players at the moment struggling to put the ball down. That might change for Fiorentina, with a chance for them to attack here, dispossessed. Good play this from Sassuolo to wriggle themselves out of a tight situation, intercepted. And the ball can briefly look like it might be used properly by the Fiorentina players. Not so. It's been moved around by Sassuolo at the moment. It just look a little bit sharper in the first two and a half minutes here. Fiorentina looking to build something inside the Sassuolo half. First little encouragements there from the crowd, who are just behind the camera. You can't see them. Many of the families and some of the senior players are here as well to support the youngsters. Always so important for everyone who's involved to show their appreciation. But both teams, you have to say, in these early exchanges, trying to get a read on each other. Not really holding on to possession at all. Good play. Headed away. And brought down on the ground. Jevoli in behind. Sassuolo once again unable to hold on to it. Call from the bench there, no foul, and in fact Fiorentina able to win the ball back. Not for long. It's usually a fixture which does have plenty of goals. Lecce against Roma at the Via del Mare last season was the first time since 2016 that both teams didn't score in the game. Roma winning it 1-0 on that occasion. It's a thrilling match back in 2021, won by Fiorentina against Empoli, 3-3 in normal time. And then a win on penalties for Fiorentina. Sassuolo trying to find a way through. It's a good ball across. Good play. And tidied up by Arder. Benvenuti down the left there for Sassuolo, causing problems. Corner swung in low. Not a very good delivery as it turns out. Fiorentina can counter. Some strong running. The referee doesn't see anything wrong with that, and Daniele Galoppa spreads his arms, demanding something, but he's not going to get anything. Leone. Good play by Sassuolo, once again doing well to hold on to the ball. Leone spreads it wide. A couple of gaps starting to appear. Benvenuti made himself available, but Fiorentina able to hold on to possession. It's a good play again by Fiorentina. Nearly slided in, still lost the ball. Leone waiting, holding his position in the middle. His teammates for now doing well to just rotate the ball. Quadio stepping in powerfully. A reminder that if this game finishes all square after 90 minutes, there will be no extra time. We will head straight to penalties. Just to complete a little bit of housekeeping, any player born after the 1st of January 2005 can take place, and they have to have completed their 15th birthday. Fortini spreads it wide. Good play from the Fiorentina right wing back. Emiliano Bigica, the Sassuolo head coach, who briefly took charge of the Serie A team following the dismissal of Alessio Dionisi. Spoke a little bit about his team and how his team were looking to write themselves a little bit more into the history books. Sassuolo having won the Primavera championship, now looking to win the Supercoppa for the first time. Described what has happened to his team and his players over the last 12 months as unimaginable. Both head coaches spoke about the physical conditioning of their players and the fact that it wasn't an optimal state for all of these youngsters to be playing in. Leonardelli using his defenders to go long, however, intercepted. And good defending at the back by Sassuolo. Haven't seen much of a few of these Fiorentina players, particularly down the left flank. Fortini has been trying to make things happen. That's good play to try and wriggle through. Still Fiorentina ball, needs to be moved quickly here. Shooting chance took a deflection. Fortini. Good skill. Now the little dink. Header at the far post, and first save of the game for Scacchetti. He goes long. Perhaps a little bit too quickly. Easily dealt with by the Fiorentina defence, but controlled. First sight at goal in this game. Leone. It's excellent play by Sassuolo. Quadio's been jumped out. Leone. Miscued pass by Leone. Real opportunity there, you felt, for the Neroverdi. They've won the ball back, high up the pitch. Leone looking to redeem himself. A little bit miscued, that pass. Asking too much of their striker. Better play by Fiorentina. Quadio. And that's completely gifted back to Scacchetti. Couple of useful touches, good ball protection as well. Leone out wide, Benvenuti. Benvenuti. Quadio stopping the ball. That's good play. Driving run. Got the shot away. Big save there for Leonardelli. Sassuolo responding to Fiorentina's first effort with one of their own. It was a little bit more precise. Leone spins his man. Fortini struggling. Got it across and cleared away. Sassuolo starting to find a little bit more joy at the moment. Fiorentina unable to get their foot on the ball. 15 minutes gone here at the Mappe. Sassuolo starting to find an extra gear. Although that's a poor pass by Leone. He's the man causing all the problems at the top of the pitch. Again, the interception there. Quadio with a risky pass. Sassuolo looking for the counter press. It's been a big discussion in Italy ever since the Azzurri crashed out of the Euro. Ball judged to have not crossed the line, and Fiorentina looking to attack. This time it will cross the line, definitely. Looked to me like it might just have crossed. Good scramble. Knezovic's effort from earlier on. Good driving run there. Very famous Italian football commentator, Fabio Caressa, who is the voice of football in Italy, particularly for the Italian national side, calling on all clubs in Italy and calling on the federations, young and old, to play their part to have kids have that love of the game again. He felt that Italian football, which is known for its tactical nous and approach to the game, was taking over too much, and that spontaneity and skill was being put second consistently after those tactical skills, leading to very regimented formations and schemes which weren't allowing players to express themselves properly. Those are ideas that were echoed by many people, particularly as Italy is struggling at the moment to find players in the wide areas, and a real top-class striker. This guy might be one for the future. Knezovic takes advantage of the pass, and it wasn't a bad effort either. It will be a corner. Better play from Sassuolo, who are really keeping Fiorentina guessing. Knezovic there connecting with it nicely. That's one back. Arder and Fiorentina are chasing forwards now. It needs a good ball because they have plenty of white shirts forwards. Look how many. Cross comes in. Benvenuti with the clearance. They need to be careful now. Arder again. Not happy Bijika, that's for certain. Sassuolo were in trouble there because they were pressing players forwards. Scacchetti could have been in more trouble had the final ball been better from the Fiorentina players there. That's also scrappy at the back. Opportunity once again for Fiorentina. Good play. Driving play and a little bit too much. There was a chance. Chance not taken. It's looked lively so far. That's given away immediately. Evoli. Arder shooting chance, back in the middle, good header. All it needed was for the header to be put either side, and that would have been a goal, no question about it. Excellent play. Arder's ball back in is a thing of beauty. Perfect for Rubino. Benvenuti once again tidying up ahead of Fortini. Unlucky from Sassuolo, although that's given away immediately. Leone has it out to Parlato. Parlato again. This time a little bit miscued. Kept by Sassuolo. That's a good turn. And again, the captain trying to get involved. Jevoli. Leone. Not a good ball. The return pass wasn't good enough. But that's one back by Sassuolo. This could be dangerous. Both sets of players showing their youth and inexperience. Not trying to really find the man when they can. Sassuolo still first to the ball on plenty of occasions. Knežević, he goes down, and this time it will be a free kick in favour of the Sassuolo man. Questo struggling a little bit at the moment. Chance here for Sassuolo. Leone straight into the wall. Comes back out to the left. Very well defended by Jevoli, the captain. It's not a good game at the moment from Leone. Struggling. Arder might be closed down. It's a good ball through. Fortini out wide. Fortini trying to do a little bit too much. Leone. Caprini looking to win it back. Good play again. Questo this time too strong. Parlato does really well. Parlato. Knežević. This could be dangerous. Knežević picks his head up, finds the pass. Balbo. It's a free kick given in favour of Balbo. Sassuolo won both their meetings with Fiorentina in last season's Primavera Championship. Fiorentina haven't actually beaten Sassuolo since 2021. That was a 1-0 win. A couple of names you may know who have shone in this fixture in the past. Pietro Gemello, who's the top goal scorer for Fiorentina in this one. Caprini, still dangerous. He goes to ground, but there was nothing wrong with that. It was a good tackle. Someone else, Danny Motta, who's now with Monza, of course, in Serie A. Federico Carraro, also 3 goals. He and Gemello are the 2 top goal scorers in this matchup. Canale Galop has been in charge of this team for just over a year now. First took over the Fiorentina Primavera side in July 2023. Emiliano Bigica has been in charge of this Sassuolo side for much longer. And a project which we said culminated with that victory for Sassuolo in the Primavera Championship. Leone, he's got good feet, Leone. He needs to find a pass. He's gone for goal, gone for the magnificent. Ended up being a little bit silly, that. Too far off. Good try, though. Just tell that if he tidies up his final pass, might really be someone to look out for in the coming years. Very small sort of build to Leone. But quick with his feet, capable of creating problems. Knazovic. Parlato. Parlato strike. Calls Leonardelli into action. Quadio with the clearance. Had one comfortably. Benvenuti finds the pass. Leone, ever present with Quadio there. Quadio this time too strong. Manages to clear. Caprini, however, can't hold on to the ball. Matt Caprini, the 18-year-old, who was not in the squad for Fiorentina's season opener against Parma, but who did score in the Fiorentina Primavera game against Cesena. 3-2 win for the Fiorentina under-20s there. Played 54 minutes against Bolton in a pre-season friendly. Caprini, 10 goals for him last season as Fiorentina won the cup. Leone. Cleared up again, Arder. Parlato still chasing after this one. Difficult player to get past, Parlato. We're into the final 15 minutes of this first half. Still struggling Fiorentina to really get close to Scacchetti's goal. Here's Benvenuti. Good ball forward. Knežević, however, lost it. Fortini. Arder, too soft. Benvenuti. Given away. Jevoli. Caplini wasn't moving. And Scacchetти can come out and claim. Another good pass by Leone, whose approach play has been good. It's that final pass or shot which hasn't worked out for him. Again there, Questo did just about enough. Two Fiorentina players colliding. I don't think there was a foul there by Aymeric Lopez, the Frenchman. Questo. Knežević, Questo again. Couple of gaps starting to appear. Arder trying to go over the Sassuolo midfield. It's a risky pass, but cleared away by Parlato. Fortini. Questo just puts it out of play. It's a good touch by Knežević. Low ball in. Shooting chance off the crossbar. And then it's put over. It was almost an empty goal for Cardascio. Not sure how he's missed that one. He went for power. All he needed was to side tap it in. It falls ever so kindly to him. Oh, what a huge miss. Look at where he is. On this angle, it's even more damning. Arder. Cardascio trying to poke his way through. It's a good touch and a good pass as well. Fortini in a bit of space. Blocked by Lopez. That's a miscued pass, however. No foul, says the referee. Presta winning it back. Here's Caprini. He's dangerous in one-on-ones, Caprini. There he is again, but strong defending. No. Foul given. Here's that chance again for Cardascio. What a big, big opportunity for him to open the score. Daldum's been a thorn in the back of the Fiorentina defence all game. Powerful running. Good link-up play for Daldum. He's done really well. Needs to keep it up. Here's Leone. Benvenuti, Bruno. Knezovic. Good one-touch football by Sassuolo. Everyone waiting for this free kick to come in. It's not a bad delivery at the far post. Daldum was there. It's rather shanked into touch as Bigica tries to hold on to the ball. Benvenuti gets it back and play. No pressure on the ball here from any of the Fiorentina players. Sassuolo still knocking the ball around. Curious to see the possession statistics. 5 minutes left to play in this first half, with Cardascio of Sassuolo with the best chance in the game by far. That might change here as Jevoli goes through, keeps going, sets himself, and draws a wonderful save from Scacchetti. Fiorentina's captain almost barging his way through to the opening goal of the game. It's a good strike and a really good save. Corner here for La Viola. Taken by Rubino. Too much air on it. Kept alive though. Balbo. Jevoli in support. Now he's being used. Goes back to the side. Couple of white shirts in the middle. Needs a good cross. It's not a bad pull back. Caprini. Jevoli's cross. Unmarked man, but the offside flag does go up. Leone. Chance here, no. Knežević can't get the ball across to his captain, Bruno. Leone. That is going to be a Fiorentina goal kick. Knežević. Knežević goes for goal! What an effort! The audacity, the brilliance of Borna Knežević. And the Croatian very nearly scored the best goal in the history of the Supercoppa Primavera. Matched by the save by Leonardelli. Might have been going just wide, but you could just hear the gasp from the crowd in the stands. Beautiful sound as Daniele Galoppa will be sure that his team have been second best in this first half. In comes another cross headed away, and the half-time whistle goes with no added time at the end of the first 45 minutes. All square between Sassuolo and Fiorentina at the Mapei Stadium. Big chance for Sassuolo via Cardascio to take the lead when he smashed the ball against the crossbar. It was then Fiorentina captain Jevoli who had a big opportunity to equalise, only for his effort to be saved by Scacchetti. And then Knežević's moment of brilliance, almost breaking the deadlock for Sassuolo. But the score at half-time is Sassuolo 0, Fiorentina 0. Welcome back, everyone, to the Mapei Stadium for the second half between Sassuolo and Fiorentina in the Supercoppa Primavera. Goalless after 45 minutes, but some big chances for both teams. Sassuolo possibly the better of the two sides over the first 45 minutes, but Sassuolo unable to break the deadlock. Best chance falling to Cardascio, the midfielder who from very close range smashed the ball against the crossbar. Immediately after that, Fiorentina captain Jevoli was able to force a good save out of Sassuolo goalkeeper Scacchetti before Knežević almost stunned us with a wonder goal. Leone there unable to control the ball. There was the potential for a first opening. Daniele Galoppa, the Fiorentina head coach, watched his side win the Primavera Coppa last season, but he's watched his side also struggle in this first half. And we'll have to see exactly how things progress for his team. Fiorentina started the game better, the two, controlling possession. But to be honest, apart from Jevoli's effort, they looked unlikely to find a goal that would certainly go a long way in ensuring that they add a fourth Supercoppa title to their accolades. It's good play this time from Fiorentina with Presta looking to create something, and he's just caught by Corradini, who concedes the first corner. First corner of this second half. Rubino. It's a good delivery. Daldum heading it clear. Ball out of play. Might be an issue here. Some early cramp in this second half. Jevoli and Cuadio are concerned. Something a little bit more serious than cramp. Very concern in the second half. Baroncelli Looks to be the injured player. Very tall, one of the tallest players on the pitch, Baroncelli. And he'll be missed from set pieces if he can't continue. There's going to be a change made by Fiorentina. Number 25 coming on. Looks very innocuous in the manner in which he hurt himself. Elias going to be the one to replace Baroncelli. Sassuolo sportingly return the ball, and it's Elia who has the first touch. So first substitution of the game, not one that Fiorentina wanted to make, with Elia coming on for Baroncelli. Trying to win the ball here, and did so nicely, Bruno. Is this defensive readjustment going to hurt Fiorentina in the very near future? Parlato wants the ball, he receives it. Cardascio peels out wide to the right. There's a ball on in the middle of the park, it's an easy pass if Cardascio can see it. Parlato has it once more. And the ball in. Knežević! Caught it ever so nicely. He's having a really good game, Borna Knežević. Oof. What a strike. Left everybody rooted to the spot there. Your shorts can reach it. Parlato. He's been very assured in everything he's done, Parlato. Here he is again, trying to win back the ball. Arder. Easy ball in, needed a touch. Very good defending that, with Caprini waiting at the back. Macchioni in the right place to make it. Good ball in, headed clear. Rubino still going. Referee says no foul. Shooting chance maybe. Took a touch on the way through. It's another corner. Corner, Quadio arriving, lacked a little bit of determination, and Knežević puts it behind for another. Low ball in, kept alive. It's not going to go out of play. Balbo. Jevoli. Just strokes it back to his goalkeeper there. Still we wait. Caprini. That's good play from Caprini. Fortini. Good defending once more by Parlato. Very, very good defending. Lovely play. And again, skillful stuff by Quadio. Presta. Good ball. Caprini. Fortini. Given away to Knežević. And a free kick given. Long ball forwards, dealt with by the Fiorentina defence.
Bravi! Anche più lontano, cerca!
Fiorentina playing much better in the second half, able to hold off Sassuolo, although just as you say that, there might be a chance for the Neroverdi. Knežević waiting, Leone goes for goal. And Leonardelli once again gets down smartly. Fizzles wide. Cleared away again at the front post. Parlato, deep in. That's good play. Unlucky that he couldn't get the pass across. Bruno. Knežević. Bruno, shooting chance. Connected with it nicely. Kept alive. Cardascio. Trying to wriggle his way through, stopped by Balbo. And it is Fiorentina's ball. Just past the hour mark, still goalless at the Mappe between these two sides. Presta fouled by Parlato, who appeals his innocence. It's an interesting ball. Slightly overhit towards Caprini. Maybe Macchioni would have covered it anyway. Arder stopped in his tracks. Bruno. Knežević. That's a good ball. Leone. Stopped by Cuadio. Strong defending, and the counter-attack is on with Rubino. Caprini and Rubino passed him the ball earlier, might have been through. Bruno took it in his stride, nicely, still going. Deflection and in! Sassuolo's captain did all of the hard work. There's an element of fortune of how the ball found its way in the back of the net. Sassuolo won't care, he won't care. It's the Neroverdi who take the lead in the Supercoppa. It's an own goal off the substitute who came on at the start of the second half. Elia just sticks out a leg and it completely wrong foots Leonardelli. Probably anticipates a tad too much, Leonardelli. But on the balance of play, Sassuolo certainly not an undeserved lead. And now the onus is on Fiorentina to come up with something in the last 20-odd minutes of this second half. Arder. Cuadio, that's a good ball. He's had a good game, Cuadio. Balbo looking to overlap Presta. It's a little bit conservative. Arder, Jevoli, Arder dispossessed. Daldum tried to do a little bit too much. Balbo.
In fila indiana ragazzi una alla volta, prima il 6. 26, prima l'8, 26M.
Sostituzione Fiorentina esce il numero 8 Jonas Arder, entra il numero 6 Hernan Nasser.
Changes here, Arder and Cuadio make way.
Sostituzione Fiorentina esce il numero 26 da Cuadio, entra il numero 9 Jacopo Trentino.
Balbo. Rubino. Lopez tidies up. Here's a substitute, forcing Balbo to move all the way back. And Daldum and Balbo coming together there. Balbo with a little bit of a head movement, could easily have been penalised for that. Can't take those sort of risks. Ilia. 20 minutes left now. Fortini, Caprini. Bit of a foul there. Bruno asking for a little bit of containment. And the new Fiorentina man. Free kick comes in, it's not a bad delivery. Headed away by Parlato, who's been everywhere. Benvenuti with a sombrero over Caprini. Leone takes charge, Daldum's on the move. Daldum's in behind. He's got Cardascio down the middle. Good tackle. And Fiorentina can set off in the opposite direction. And they need to do so quickly. That's a good ball into Rubino. Now Presta. Good shimmy and shots. Scacchetti with the save. A lot of fouls at the moment coming in. It's the goal so far, which separates these two sides. Not much time left, you know, 15 minutes. More changes incoming for Emiliano Bigica. Benvenuti makes way. Very solid performance from Benvenuti. Triple change incoming when the ball goes out. It's a good ball. Rubino. Caprini, who's moved out to the right. Another good pass. Again, trying to find that little bit of movement again. And here are the changes. So Barani, Weiss. I couldn't quite see who the last player was.
Sostituzione Sassuolo, esce il numero 13 Sanosi Daldon, entra il numero 9 Andrea Moriani.
So Daldon makes way. Ariani on. Barani comes on for Benvenuti. The final change is Cardascio for Weiss.
Sostituzione Sassuolo, esce il numero 70 Cardascio, entra il numero 15 Thomas Weiss.
Fiorentina seem to have a little bit more momentum about them at the moment. Balbo. It's a good header by Parlato. Not sure Parlato's going to be coming off anytime soon, considering how good of a game he's had. It's good defending once more, trying to track back. Parlato fouled, and that's going to be a free kick. Free kick taken by Scacchetti. Weiss with the header. Moriano getting stuck in, but Balbo showed plenty of tenacity at the moment. Parlato again. Might be something for Leone to do. Collision with the goalkeeper, free kick. A little bit better movement required from the Fiorentina front players. A lot of intricate passing happening at the moment, but very little penetration. Parlato might be the best player on the pitch tonight. It's been really good. Another cross comes in. Rising for it, looking for something. Weiss not with a very convincing clearance. He makes up for it, Weiss. Bruno. Fiorentina trying to take it quickly with Balbo. On the spin there, not quite working for them. Back to Balbo. Now the cross, it's a good looking one. Who's there to head it away? It's Macchioni, and the counter-attack might be on. Bruno. That's a lovely pass into the path of Moriano. Bruno again intercepts, gets a little deflection. Jevoli. Caprini, who's moved to right back. Intercepted. Lopez, who's had a good game. Here's Moriano. Away from his man, Moriano. Still going, bundled to the ground, and free kick awarded. If anything comes here, it could be game over for Fiorentina. Nezovic drilled it low. Now the corner, headed clear by Elia. Still going, early strike! It's over now! And it's the substitute who's got in, Moriano. A goal that he will remember forever. Brilliant from him, brilliant from Emiliano Pigica. And brilliant from Sassuolo, who have now surely guaranteed the win and a first ever Supercoppa Primavera title. What a strike. We said that a goal now would end it. It certainly has. Look at the hand movement there from Bigica. Tanta roba, as you say in Italy. What a strike. Braschi on for the last couple of minutes. It might be too late. Rubino's been shown a yellow card. Fiorentina kick off, but Fiorentina and their hopes are now pretty much extinguished. Something remarkable would need to happen for Fiorentina to get themselves level. Fortini stepped in. He's been good for Fiorentina, that's for sure. Foul. Knežević kicked it away. Knežević receives a yellow card. Once again, well defended by Leone. Rubino. Deep ball. Defended once more on the volley. Well, that would have set up an interesting finale had that gone in. And it was very nearly in. Jevoli, the captain. Watch him take it on here. Doesn't think. Just goes. Very, very close to going in. Vice just stops Fortini from getting through. Bruno tried to thread it through to the second goal scorer, Moriano. Sandro comes on. Bruno, the captain. Very good performance from him. Warm round of applause from the Nero Verdi fans. Parlato shown a yellow card. Be 6 minutes of stoppage time. Parlato looked like he was first to the ball. And it comes once more, all the way toward the back post. Long ball forwards. It's Weiss this time who's gone down. A little bit of frustration starting to creep into Daniele Galoppa's players. Understandable, of course. Parlato. And it goes out for the goal kick.
Sostituzione Sassuolo, esce il numero 7 Borna Knezovic, entra il numero 5 Alessandro Di Bitonto.
Di Bitonto on for arguably one of the best players on the pitch in Knezovic. Really accomplished performance. Only a handful of minutes left for Sassuolo before they can celebrate in full fanfare. Fortini, Caprini. Fiorentina still looking for a consolation goal. Fortini's worked hard. Offside given.
Post partita per la Fiorentina, dammi 2 nomi, così diciamo Luigi, se non è uno che va al doping.
Two minutes left to play. Celebrations already starting on the Sassuolo bench. One of Fiorentina's last forays forward. La Viola have been muted, muzzled and out-muscled in this second half. They could easily have been behind in the first. But it's in the second where they've crumbled. Another headed clearance, straight to Caprini though. Brini attempting the shot, not managing it. And it's a goal kick indicated by the referee. "30 seconds left. What a year it has been for Sassuolo, for their youth team, for the Primavera, champions of Primavera. And now champions of the Supercoppa as well. Not much time left now. Referee still happy to add a couple of seconds. But it's all over now. Sassuolo and Emiliano Bigica can celebrate. It is the cherry on top of what has been a fantastic year. Lovely play from the Neroverdi. And Sassuolo, after defeating Fiorentina 2-0, have claimed their first ever Supercoppa Primavera and are champions of the 2024 edition of the Supercoppa Primavera. Disappointment for Fiorentina, who once again, for the third time, fail to win a final. It is, of course, still a massive achievement. 21 editions of the Supercoppa Primavera, and Fiorentina have been in 6 finals, winning 3 of them. They've now lost their third. Daniele Galoppa, who led La Viola to triumph in the Coppa Primavera last season, will look to make something happen once again. But the time now for the plaudits is all for this man and this team. Emiliano Bigica, who had such a torrid time when he was interim head coach of Sassuolo, but he has the full trust of all of his young players, and perhaps we will see Bigica given another chance. The other Sassuolo youngsters who will be hoping and dreaming that it'll be them sometime soon playing for titles in the Neroverdi jersey. Something for the club to cheer about after what has been a difficult couple of months for Sassuolo in general. Relegated to Serie B. But the future, on this evidence, looks bright for them. Once again, the final score here from the Mapei Stadium. Sassuolo 2, Fiorentina 0. Sassuolo champions of the 2024 Supercoppa Primavera.
Signore e signori, ha ora inizio la cerimonia di premiazione della Supercoppa Primavera 2024-2025. Per la regione Emilia-Romagna e a Lorenzo Casini, presidente di Lega Serie A, che effettueranno le premiazioni. Un ringraziamento agli ufficiali di gara della Supercoppa Primavera 2024-2025, signor Claudio Giuseppe Allegretta, ai suoi collaboratori, i signori Marco Colagliani, Davide Fedele e Francesco Zanna. Un caloroso applauso per la squadra finalista della Supercoppa Primavera 2024-2025, la Fiorentina. Signore e signori, la squadra vincitrice della Supercoppa Primavera 2024-2025, il Sassuolo.
The winners of the 2024-2025 Supercoppa Primavera, Sassuolo, the Neroverdi, presented with their winners' medals. How many of these players will make it to the elite? How many of them will make it to the first team? Are there positions to take in the Sassuolo senior side? There have been some excellent performance today. Think of players like Claudio Parlato, the 19-year-old. So solid, quick, smart on the ball. Francesco Corradini looked very assured as well. An opportunity as well, perhaps, for Emiliano Bigica to continue his work at the club. The club entrusted him in their darkest hour before changing. But look at the signs of celebration. Some excellent players at the top of the pitch as well. Bruno, Leone, slowly but surely they rise. Sassuolo and their Primavera team with a wonderful wonderful season, which culminates really with the Supercoppa and paves the way for the new season to start in style.
Si aggiudica la Supercoppa Primavera.
The champions of the Supercoppa Primavera 2024-2025, Sassuolo. A new title for the team, champions for the first time in their history of this title. They join previous winners Roma, Fiorentina, Juventus, Atalanta, Lecce, Genoa, Torino, Inter, Lazio, Sampdoria, and now Sassuolo, who will be rubbing shoulders with the very best in the land. Congratulations to them. Sassuolo, winners of the Supercoppa after a 2-0 win against Fiorentina.
ufficiale.